So describe your specific field.
Sure, I am a software architect, meaning I design software for the developers to implement. I come up with plans and designs for others to execute.
All right. And so, what is your current job title?
Lead product architect for Starmount.
Okay, so on your engineering field, I'd like you to elaborate a little bit. So,
Sure. Sure. As lead product architect, my job is to choose technologies and design patterns for the rest of the teams to implement. Meaning I make high-level decisions about things like the technologies, databases, app servers, libraries if they're very technical, and I prototype those out before the engineers get them. So I'm into the technology first, I let it mature, and then I see if it's appropriate for use in day-to-day development. I don't necessarily work in the code base every single day. I tend to work in prototypes and in proof of concepts that we use to flesh out the ideas that we build to developers to work on full-time.
okay. So starting at high school, describe your educational background.
Well, that's interesting. Having graduated from high school in the 80s, there was not a lot of technology where I grew up. There were a few computers. So my education is largely self-taught. I did go to college. I have a 2-year degree, an associate's degree, which is a little unusual in my field, but I'm old enough that I predated many of the computer science programs that were in existence. Certainly when I went to college in the 90s, most computer science was mostly about breadboarding, circuit design, logic, stuff like that, less about what I consider the important aspects of today's software, which is software engineering. Then it was more about the physical operation of the machine. Now it's more about engineering practice, and that's a very different set of skills.
Okay. So, let's see. So, what was your specific degree again?
Computer science.
Computer science. Okay. Okay. And, yeah. So you already told me where you were. Yeah. So, if you had to do it over, related to your career or education, would you do anything differently?
Would I do anything differently? That's an interesting question. I don't think I would do anything differently. There are obviously places that I could have made improvements, but I'm pretty happy with myself as a person and the job I have. And I think when I look back on it, I got here the quickest path I could, given the challenges at the time. So no, I wouldn't make any changes.
What advice would you give me as someone who's starting out?
The same advice I would give anyone who's interested in any profession. Try to do it every single day. If you want to be a writer, write every day. If you want to be a programmer, write code every day. If you want to be a baseball player, play baseball every day. And see if it's something you really enjoy doing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well,